Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. Boy, that sure, I know why. I was going to say that sure is awfully low because your moron friend here didn't turn it up. Watch this. Hi. Welcome. From Studio A in Texas, USA, it's the award-winning all things automotive car talk show, In Wheel Time. Just ahead on today's show, we'll have our pre-owned car of the week, the 2017 Ford Escape. A look at some upcoming racing events you might be interested in, plus Conrad's Car Clinic and the stories making automotive news headlines, that and more, just ahead on today's In Wheel Time car show for Saturday, February 6th, 2021. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. We still don't know exactly what he does.
But he's here, and he's dressed quite colorful.
Yes.
He's got this OU shirt on with a blue collar. And
Here, let's just cut that off right now, shall we?
Should have his "Oh No" shirt on.
His Oh No. And then we have King Conrad DeLong right here, Mr. Know-It-All.
I was wrong, and Don will remind me of it.
Jeffrey
endlessly.
Dziekan is right off camera, but you'll be seeing him a little bit later on in this particular segment. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad that you could join us on this Saturday. It is already started off as an interesting Saturday.
Yes, it has.
Yep.
Yeah. I was right and you're wrong.
I was wrong. And you're going to make sure we tell everybody that over and over again.
So if you're just now joining us or don't know what we're talking about, well, Conrad and I had a short discussion about the current vehicle that I'm driving, which is the 2021 GMC Denali 6.6-liter HD. So it's a three-quarter ton.
And I said 6.6, it's a diesel. Because that's the
I said, no, it's not. I think it's
configuration.
gasoline. Went out there, checked.
And I said, no, it's a diesel.
And it's not a diesel. It's a gasoline. So.
Oh, we'll see it later. Because I'm just taking
He
your word.
still doesn't believe
I'm taking your word for it now.
Well, here.
He brought us into the conversation.
Here,
now everyone's in the
right
conversation.
here on this computer is the GMC press room for 2021. And it says...
Oh, it's the press room.
It's the press room.
Oh, you only have access to it if you have press credentials.
Is that fake news?
This is fake news. This is all fake news.
So I guess they come out with a new engine at 6.6 in a gas because I still don't know about
So
it.
what's the... Okay, so let's just say, for instance, that last year's gasoline engine was a 6.2 liter.
Mm-hmm.
So what does it take to make it a 6.6 liter?
No, it's either a longer stroke or a wider bore.
4 more liters.
So 4 more liters. No, that'd be a point
0.4.
0.4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
0.4 liters.
So it doesn't really take a whole lot.
Well, that's probably somewhere around 25 cubic inches bigger.
Well, that's significant.
Because a liter
But
is...
it's 8 cylinders.
Yeah, a liter is 62.4 cubic inches.
Now he's trying to
61.4,
impress us.
yeah.
So in mass
Now
liquid
he's trying
volume,
to make up for it.
You're easily impressed if that impresses you.
that'd be
Well,
like
it
the
does.
size of a canned beer or something.
That's right.
Hi, Sears. Hi, how are you, baby?
If I want 2 liters, I'll go get a Coke.
Or a 40.
So shall we get on with our first guest?
I think she's patiently waiting for it.
Well, and she has been for
Going,
a while.
do I have to listen to more of this?
The Mustang Club of Houston, it's Jackie Jones, and there she is, ladies and gentlemen, looking good, love the hat. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah. So have you been entertained or just thoroughly disgusted and want to go somewhere else at this point?
Oh, no, I'm quite entertained. And I was born and raised in Oklahoma, so love the OU shirt.
Hey, Boomer Sooner.
We're at in Oklahoma.
Enid.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The-
Okmulgee, Tulsa, all them places around in there.
The Jansen family in Enid had the Oldsmobile franchise up there, and I'm still friends with Ron Rempel, who is a son-in-law of the Jansen family.
I've never been to Eden. Eden is north and a little west of Oklahoma City.
Enid. Yeah. And it's actually, it used to be the training base for F-16s, F-5s and F-16s.
I'll be darned.
So they'd be flying overhead all the time. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's out there in God's country.
Well, so would you like to, maybe we could, instead of talking about the Mustang Club of Houston, I think it's about a little road trip to Oklahoma.
Well, I'm looking at the picture in the background, and I see your. I'm assuming that's your Mustang down at the Lone Star Flight Museum.
That's our previous one, actually. But yeah, that was the last time we got to actually have our photo with the Galveston gal before crashed.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, well,
It's no longer there. So.
But we were out there doing the show last time at the Lone Star Flight Museum with the National Mustang Meet. What a great event that was. What a good gathering of Mustang folks there was there as well. And I know your club was heavily involved in it.
Are we having?
Yes, we were.
Okay. Are we having some sort of issue there, Mars?
We got a little bit of buffer coming in now.
A little buffer coming in now. Okay. Well.
So, what's your current Mustang?
We have a 2020 Grabber Line EcoBoost, actually.
Okay, so the 4-cylinder turbo motor. How do you like it?
Yes, I love it.
You know, that thing hauls.
Oh yeah,
I had one not too long ago, and I was thoroughly impressed. This is a 4-banger.
It's 300-something horsepower.
Yeah. It competes rather nicely with the Camaro V6. Mm-hmm. Have you had any kind of skirmish with any Camaro V6s?
Skirmish.
Not yet.
But you have been out prowling around looking for one, haven't you?
Don't we all?
Good answer.
Exactly.
So how many people are in the club now?
We have over 130 members.
Oh, wow. That's sizable.
Oh, yeah. It's actually pretty active. You guys kind of gather together and try and hit all the different shows in town. And in some instances, the club will kind of split off and go to multiple shows on the same day. They're a real active group of folks.
Interesting.
I cross paths with them often. And then you guys generally have a pretty good relationship. Your club has a decent relationship with some of the dealers in town. When the dealers are having a show, your club tends to show up one of the Ford dealers has a show, your club tends to show up in mass to support that as well.
Yeah, does Tommy Vaughn still have a gathering every once in a while?
I haven't seen any down at Tommy Vaughn recently.
Yeah. Well, there used to be somebody in the parts department, I think, that organized that, and they would have kind of like a cruise in on a Saturday, Sunday, somewhere on the weekend, and it was really a nice little cruise in because apparently Tommy Vaughn has quite the performance parts set up over there at Tommy Vaughn.
Aren't they known for being like the leader in Houston with that
performance parts?
Yes.
Yeah. They know with their new building over there and all that they've actually cut out a nice niche for the parts department.
So if somebody wanted to join the club, how could they go about learning more about you?
You can go to our website at mcoh.org, and we've got all the information there. Plus, we also have our Facebook page, Mustang Club of Houston, Inc.
What do you got coming up soon?
Actually, we have a cruise in this evening over at Kalina's Italian Cafe on I-10.
Cool.
Hopefully, the weather will at least be a little bit nicer by this evening.
What time? What time this evening?
5 p.m.
5 to 9.
5 to 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can cruise in and have some dinner.
Yeah.
Nice, and that's a nice time of the evening to go too.
And it's supposed to be better weather by that time.
Yeah,
It's supposed to warm up.
I don't know what
Well, I know you guys also the club. You do some stuff with the folks out at Planet Ford, I believe. And didn't you just have a pretty decent event down at Legacy Ford?
Yes, those are our two main Ford sponsors, and we have a spring show and a fall show, usually at Planet Ford. And then we also host 2 charity shows for Toys for Tots and for one of our members whose husband died of a rare cancer. We host those at Legacy Ford.
Nice.
And that's cool when you get the dealers to get involved with you because they have an opportunity to offer you some space. Because generally they always have a location, and if I know the dealers probably kind of clear an area out front for you, but the benefit they get from that is they build a relationship with Ford fans because Mustang owners are quite the Ford fans, and then generates a little bit of traffic for them because when you guys are there, you kind of draw some attention for the dealership, and people stop in to see your toys, and then they're hoping that somebody will stop stop in and buy a car while they're there.
Mm-hmm. By the way, speaking of Fords and drawing attention, do you have in your club a couple of Generation 1 early model mid-60s Mustangs?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you're not one of them?
No, not one of them.
Yeah. Because, from my experience in car clubs, there's that section of the car club.
The classic.
The classics, the originals, all of that. And then there is late models.
Yeah, but the fun thing about Mustang owners, they enjoy all generations of the car.
They do.
They don't necessarily separate them out like.
Actually, it's the Mustangs and the clubs are very similar to the Corvette clubs. In the fact that, you got your first generations. Of course, with the Corvette, it's the mid-50s to early 60s for the first gen. And the Mustang's only, 10 years earlier.
Yeah, but it's the same kind of concept, same format.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, passionate about the club and the car. Yeah. A lot of families, or do you got some singles, or is a mashup of folks out there?
It's pretty much a mashup. We've got families, we've got individuals, we've got, female owners. We've got a lot of different ones.
Yeah. Now, did you happen to tell everybody in the Mustang Club of Houston that you're going to be on the In Wheel Time famous car show today?
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay. Well, we just wanted to make sure that we're gathering up all of your members today. And they're going to go, that's not a bad show. We're going to start watching this every Saturday.
How many members are there?
She said earlier about 130.
Oh, okay. I missed it.
Yep. Weren't paying attention.
No, I was writing stuff down.
Were you? What were you writing
down? He was doing something with Mars.
Kind of like Mars?
Yeah.
Were you all writing notes to each other?
Yeah, we're passing them back and forth during class.
Well, Jackie, so we've got some cruise-ins coming up, tonight being one at Kalina's Italian Cafe on I-10. Is that the Katy Freeway I-10 or the Baytown East Freeway?
Katy Freeway.
Katy, okay. Where is that exactly?
It's east of Campbell Road.
East of Campbell. So it's between the Loop. It's over there by Spring Branch.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So
just trying to do my...
just follow the get on I-10 right there and follow the Mustangs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Might not follow the right one, but
yeah, just
follow the Mustangs.
Okay. Well...
And then tomorrow is Prince's, right?
Prince's?
Yeah.
Isn't tomorrow Coffee and Chrome?
Yeah. It's first Sunday.
Oh, it is, yes. Sorry.
Craig's going to be so happy you remembered.
Well, I won't be there tomorrow, so that's why I kind of put that out of my mind.
And I know generally some of the Mustang folks will show up at that at Coffee and Chrome down there at Prince's Hamburgers in Sharpstown.
Yeah, at Sharpstown Golf Course. Yeah, so right off of Bel Air.
Always draws a big crowd.
Yes, it does.
Country club or golf course?
Well, it used to be the country club. Now it's just the golf course. Yeah, the city owns it.
The club left. It's not in the country anymore. It used to be out in the country, but now the city.
It actually was in the country. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, it's back when you were a little kid.
It was. Yes, it was. As a matter of fact, Sharpstown was actually out in the country back then. Shut up. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, back then the golf carts had wooden wheels.
Oh.
They were horse-drawn.
Okay, well, that's it for me. I'm out.
Let's go back to the Mustangs.
Go ahead, Mars.
Well, yeah, you had Mustangs pulling the golf carts.
Go ahead, Mars. What else? Anything else clever that you'd like to say?
Not yet. I'll think of something.
See, now he engages in the show and you bust his shot.
There you go.
Fussing about it, doesn't say anything.
Well, it started off when he walked in with his crimson red Oklahoma shirt.
That's right.
Boomer Sooner.
If they could just learn to win the last game of the season.
Yeah.
There's always that. So,
Yeah.
Jackie, are you a Houston girl?
I'm not. Obviously, raised in Oklahoma until I was in high school, and then we were actually north of Beaumont. And then after college, made my way to Houston and been here ever since.
Where'd you go to college?
I'm sorry?
Where did you go to college?
Oh, East Texas Baptist University.
Okay.
Marshall, Texas.
Well, I'm sorry to subject you to all of this on a Saturday morning.
Wait. When you say north of Beaumont, are we talking Silsbee?
Warren.
Way north of Beaumont.
Oh, gosh. That's
I'm
way
lost.
out in the woods.
Yeah. I'm totally lost. Warren. No, sorry.
That's all right. People that know where Warren is know where Warren is.
Okay.
Very true.
Jackie, Mustang Club of Houston, and you said that you've got Facebook, you got the website, all of the things that we need to know to get a hold of you, and I think we're good to go. You got anything else for us?
Just gonna say in April the 10th, we do have our spring show coming up at Planet Ford.
Okay.
April
And
10th.
that one actually is an open show.
And
So in other words, I could bring the Corvette up there.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I'd be a little bit out of place up there with the Mustangs and the Corvette, but
well, no, it's
Open.
a regular show.
Yeah.
It's not just a Mustang show, so they'll have classes of all different vehicles.
And you said it was at Planet Ford.
Yes.
which one? 45 or 59?
I-45.
Okay.
The big one.
45.
All right. Well, there's two. I
Yeah,
just
they're
thought
both
I'd-
big.
Yeah.
Back where the Houston, the Goodyear blimp used to be.
Well, somebody made fun of me the other day because I said Humble, Texas. Oh, you mean Humble? No, not
it's
Humble. It's
Humble.
Humble.
You have to live here to understand that.
That's correct.
And then you also have to live here to be able to pronunciate Atascocita
And
and
Kirkendall.
Kirkendall.
Well, there's lots of them. We could go on and on. Laura Copy,
Stupid.
who was actually a woman. There's a woman named Laura Copy, Koppe.
Okay. And there's a history behind her?
There is.
Okay.
But
We don't
this
need
is
to
not.
go into
No,
it.
we don't
Yeah.
need to go into it.
Save,
now.
save it for another time.
We will. But Jackie, it's great to talk to you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you putting up with us.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Talk to you soon. There you go.
Mustang Club of Houston.
Mustang Club of Houston.
On
Cool.
Facebook and on a website.
Yeah.
Very good.
If you want
So
to join,
Jeff-
jump on. And
Jeff, Jackie's still on there. I think that. There you go. Thank you. What are you writing
He's
over
writing
there, Jeff?
again.
I'm taking notes. There's 130 members, and I haven't gotten past that.
Okay. Wow, it took you all that
No,
while
he's
to write
been
down.
trying to write all 130 of their names down.
Yeah. Lord have mercy. You know, this show is kind of it was never on the tracks from the very beginning. And now it's just traveling out in the field right now with no tracks.
But we haven't derailed yet because
Not
we're
yet.
still moving forward.
Yeah, there's that. I have some recalls that I thought we'd throw out there. I'm going to try to start doing the recalls in a different way. I get notified on Mondays, leave it to the government to pick Monday, to do the recalls. And this is a thing.
How do you get notified?
Well, because
You're a journalist.
well, there's that.
You're in the Broadcasting Hall of Fame.
There's not that. But, and this is only a partial
The
list.
government goes, Don, will you broadcast the recalls for us?
But it's a thing that I signed up for by from the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration.
NHTSA.
But they come out with it on Monday every week. So recalls this week include the Honda Odyssey from 2018 to 2021. That's the Honda Odyssey van. Fuel tank may overfill into the charcoal canister. That could be a problem there. So that's the 2018 to 2021 model years. Ford Motor Company has several for inadequate lubrication in the rear drive unit. That could be a major problem.
Major. Expensive.
Feel like I'm leaning
Are you?
in that picture. Do you see?
It might have been the margarita.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's the margarita.
margaritas
it's
to
the
go.
Margarita kicking in. But at any rate, so inadequate lubrication in the rear drive unit includes the Ford Bronco Sport model year 2021.
They just released that. I mean,
Then there's the 20 to 2021 Ford Edge, the 2020 Ford Escape, the 2021 Lincoln Corsair, and the 2020 Lincoln Nautilus. So if you own that, you're going to get a notification to bring the car in to pump it up full of juice, I guess, in the
well,
back.
the interesting thing is you also learn that all of those car lines share the same component.
Correct.
That's one of the things you learn about recalls is how much shared componentry there is across the brands.
Oh, but we're not done with Ford just yet. There is a contaminated washer fluid recall for the 2020 Ford Explorer Police Intercept.
Okay.
And the Lincoln Aviator from 2020.
Oh, boy.
Contaminated windshield washer fluid.
What do you contaminate that with?
I don't know. It's generally, 50-50 alcohol and water.
And a little blue dye.
And they use the alcohol to make sure that the windshield dries when you're done. Yeah, I don't know what they can contaminate that with unless somebody at the assembly line was pumping washer solvent and
Stop it.
And also pumping coolant in it or something. That would be the only thing I could think. Somebody put it in the wrong.
Well, it all comes out of the same barrel. Maybe they just had a couple of contaminated barrels or something.
Well, it's not uncommon to see customers when they refill their stuff to put the wrong liquid in the wrong jug, so to speak. That's happened with some frequency, and especially on these on something with DEF, diesel exhaust fluid. Well, that's what it's called. And that's the blue filler plug, and people have been known to put DEF in their fuel, and it's catastrophic. I mean,
what is diesel fluid? What is it made up of? What is it exactly?
I don't know the full chemistry of it, but it's a product that sprays into the exhaust stream
ahead of the canister.
Ahead of the diesel particulate filter. So, and what it's trying to do is the diesel exhaust fluid drives down the nitric oxides in the exhaust fumes. So it's just one of those EPA measurements that the DEF fluid, as it sprays in there and it heats up, it drives down the NOx output of the exhaust emissions.
I work at the airport mainly, and there's this whole thing about, carbon neutral footprint and all of that. Hey, I'm all for that. Good for you. But nobody ever looks at the aviation industry. And I thought, I'm going to mention that on the radio.
Oh,
show.
boy.
So all of these high-end, multi-million-dollar private jets have a thing on there called the APU.
Auxiliary Power
Unit.
Right.
Which is basically a jet engine. It's a small one. It's not big enough to power the aircraft, but it burns jet fuel. For hours, they sit there
and run on the APU.
And run that APU unit to keep it hot or cold or whatever it is on the inside of the aircraft.
It runs the accessories.
But I also think it provides power to the jet, to the airplane, to make sure it's not running on its batteries, it's running on the APU, correct?
Right, so it's like
so it just sits, it's like having
charger.
the car sitting at idle all day long for hours on end. So now we have a thing called a start-stop feature on all the cars. So if you sit there long enough, which doesn't take very long, the engine will shut off.
Well, I think in an airplane that might be a little disconnecting. Let's see, how long can you glide without power?
No. These are not. These.
I know, I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, because these are
I'd
not
like
enough
to see that in your helicopter.
No, it does not have an APU. It does not.
Oh, you don't?
No.
No, it's either running or it's not.
Correct. And believe me, we don't sit on the ground idling. It starts and then we go.
Yeah, the whole point is to get up in the air.
Right. So, but nobody ever mentions anything about aircraft sitting on the ground with their APU.
Well, let's not
unit.
remind them now, and now all of a sudden they'll start doing it, and they'll change the way that.
But why? Well, you got ground power available. Why would you sit there with the APU running for hours on end?
Yeah, good question. I don't know.
I don't know either.
We need to get a hold of John Kerry because isn't he the green czar now?
Yeah, he's the one that has the private jet.
But he's got an old private jet though too that is not
swallows jet fuel.
I think it's like a
he caught
G4,
all sorts.
G3 or G4. I mean, like real old.
He caught a lot
Corsair.
of crap. He caught a lot of crap for taking his aircraft
to Iceland to tell us about
to get an award
global
for being
warming.
green.
You know, we need to have a little car review, and
We
it's
do.
time for that. And both you and Mars are over there fiddling with stuff that shouldn't be fiddled with, and you should be over here. So
No, he's
why
going to
not?
do it from there. He's got his own
Yeah.
camera.
Oh, he's got his own
We have
camera.
Jeff Cam now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
So-
my followers.
Your
requested.
father, huh?
Both of them?
Both of them. We
You
need
and Kathy.
My granddaughter.
we need more Jeff.
Need more Jeff. I
Pre-owned-
noticed that on our Facebook
Time now for
page
our
all the time.
pre-owned car review of the week, and Mr. Dziekan has the 2017 Ford Escape.
I've got it. It is the 2017 Ford Escape. There are several models.
You don't have any lighting over there. Is that kind of like mood lighting that you've got there?
Fix that. Give me just a second. There you go. Oh, that's too bright.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
there.
we go.
There you go.
we go. Now we can see.
Now we're going.
I paid the bill.
You can see
So
right
we
up
got
your
a
nostril.
light
You
bill.
pay the bill.
Pay the bill. Okay, so like I said, it's a 2017 Ford Escape. There are the models of S, the SE, the SE four-wheel drive, the Titanium, and then the Titanium four-wheel drive. So there's a lot of variations in the trim levels. What we're going to do today is the S, which is the base model. It is a CUV. You could call it an SUV. I call it a CUV. It is a 5-passenger vehicle, and as you see there, it's a pretty sharp little truck or
looking little.
SUV, CUV. Absolutely. Exterior features, now you can increase these as you go up to the four-wheel and the Titanium, but the basics are the fog lamps. You've got corner signal lighting. You can get running boards as an option. Turn signal
Mr. Mars,
mirrors.
is there some problem that you're having
He's
there?
got it. He's got it.
I got ahead of him.
He's going.
And then the blind spot indicators as such for the exterior features. Moving on to the interior, you can see the big wide-angle doors are opening. That's a good feature there. I mean,
So the Queen can get in and
the
out.
Queen, as she waves, sure. You can get sunroofs and things and a lot of nice accoutrements on the interior so far as the vehicle. On the inside, you've got the speed-sensitive volumes. You've got a Sony premium sound system, which is optional because you can get either 6 or 8 speakers. As you increase the value of the vehicle into the Titanium and such, you can get more speakers. You've got the rear backup camera, which is pretty much standard on everything.
Yep.
And as you see there, the pod, I like it. Everything is centralized, and I'm just a CUV, SUV kind of fan. I like the coordination of the cockpit type features there. What I like about it, it's got good stability, good driving stability. All of the folks that I've done research with like the vehicle, but then there's some that don't. A lot of the
I think those that don't they more fuss about the physical size of it than anything.
Well, not
else.
only that, but they call it the cheapness of the interior. How it looks all plasticky and things like that. But nowadays, that's all over.
Yeah.
As you see in the back seat, the interiors they're upright. There's not a lot of lumbar support in it, but it's more of a hard sitting feature.
We keeping you up?
Yeah. Well, that's just where the kids sit anyhow. So who
Yeah.
cares?
who cares?
Crash test scores, unfortunately, aren't that great on it, but it does get a 5.5-star rating overall. So you kind of have to weigh the good and the bad on that as well.
This would make a great second car.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the value of this in the 2017 year, yes, absolutely. Or a good starter car.
What kind of motors it got underneath
Well,
there?
it's got a 1.5-liter inline, 16-valve variable speed timing. You've got a horsepower range of 168 up to 179, depending on, of course, the features that you have, and you can increase that value as well. Torque is from 170 to 177 at 2,500 RPM in Newton meters.
In Fig Newton meters.
Fig Newton meters.
And it is a 6-speed automatic transmission. So
Okay.
that's
So it should be pretty fuel economical.
yeah, absolutely. 23 to 30. 23 in the city, 30 highway, combined 27. It's got a 16.2-liter gas tank.
Yeah.
The ride and handling, you got stability control, you got ventilated front and rear disc brakes, and electric power steering, Conrad.
Yep.
I thought that was interesting as well.
And how about those Ford logos? Eh?
How about the Ford logos? Before we get to that, let me go one last thing here. Value of this vehicle is from $11,400 up to $29,000. Now, the $29,000 range is for the Titanium, for the higher
A
end.
used one will draw 29,000.
Right,
That's
right.
pretty high.
And you're probably looking at a 45,000 mile range. Okay, on this right here, you got the Ford logo. The blue oval was the concept was from 1927. Ford's corporate logo consists of stylizing moniker in the blue oval that has been in use since 1927. The logo was designed by Child Harold Wills, who was among the first ones to associate with Henry Ford.
The man's name was Childe.
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 Child. Well,
Whatever.
Skag.
I think you like it because it says Detroit, Michigan on it.
Well, that could be.
That was the
he
original,
also,
yeah.
well, Mr. Willis also played a crucial role in designing the iconic Ford Model T. The meaning of the Ford logo is a flattened oval featured design with several shades of blue and white colors. The famous stylish Henry Ford signature is embedded into the oval. The use of the blue color in the Ford logo symbolizes strength, excellence, and grace of the company, whereas the white depicts nobility, elegance, and purity.
And purity.
The end.
Okay. Well, somebody in the marketing department had a field day with that. didn't
You
they?
betcha.
All right, we'll do the racing calendar here in just a few minutes, if that's okay with you. Hey, the In Wheel Time Car Show streams on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com along with Twitch. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, iHeart Podcast, TuneIn, Google Podcast, Pandora, Amazon, and Podcast Addict. In Wheel Time Car Show continues after a quick break. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's premier cruise-in, and you're invited to join in. Whether you're a cruiser or spectator, Tailpipes and Tacos is the place to enjoy made-to-order breakfast tacos, fresh coffee, and mingle with Houston's fun car people. Mark your calendar for Saturday, February 20th for Tailpipes and Tacos at the Lupi Tortilla Mexican Restaurant in Katy, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Tailpipes and Tacos is free, and everyone's invited. You will see collector cars, hot rods, customs, magnificent originals, and resto mods all at one location. Cars from all over Southeast Texas cruise in and show off in a friends and family event at the Lupi Tortilla Mexican Restaurant on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10 in Katy. Drag racer, car enthusiast, and Lupi founder Stan Holt brings you Houston's hottest cruise in, Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, February 20th, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Lupi's in Katy. The In Wheel Time Car Show will be there too. Get your ride ready, and we'll see you at the Tailpipes and Tacos Saturday morning cruise in, February 20th, 8 to 11 a.m. at Lupi's in Katy, weather permitting. Texas Truck Works is your go-to truck customizer. From mild to wild lift kits, custom wheels, and steering and handling enhancements to the best personal and commercial wraps, Texas Truck Works delivers. Let Texas Truck Works founder Scott Stevens help you get the most out of your truck or Jeep. Texas Truck Works has decades of customizing experience, including power adders and complete engine swaps. Let the Texas Truck Works team design an upgrade plan that fits your budget. Get truck attitude today at TexasTruckWorks.com. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.